What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back, and today we're going to be talking about the most embarrassing season I've ever had as a Hawks fan in 2016-17. And this year was the it wasn't this year, it was after this year that the decline truly started for the Chicago Blackhawks. The record 50-23-9 with 109 points. Phenomenal. They're first in the Central, first in the West, third in the league, only behind Pittsburgh and Washington, who had their own feud going on at the time. Their coach, Joe Quenneville, captain Jonathan Toews, the usual. The funny thing is, their goals for was ninth with 244. Their goals against was 10th with 213. So they're in the top 10 in goals for and goals against, but they're not near the top. They're not in top 5, top 3, that kind of thing. Their leading scorer, Patrick Kane, after his Hall of Fame season, and he has 34 goals, 55 assists, 89 points. Not as good as he was the previous year, but he still has a better season ahead in the future. Best goalie, Corey Crawford, 32, 18, and 4. Scott Darling also as well had quite a good record. I'm pretty sure it was like 18, 5, and 5. So really good goaltending work for Chicago. In the playoffs, I was in Tennessee. I was in Nashville at the time this was happening. They play Nashville for the third time since 2010. They get shut out at home in games 1 and 2, 1-0 and 5-0 respectively. They come to Nashville for game 3. They take a 2-0 lead, and Nashville fights back in the third. They tie it, and then in overtime they win it. And right there, I knew the series was over. In the hotel room I was in, I knew the series was over. There was partying in the streets, and I was just devastated. Everyone expected everyone said it was going to be the Hawks in Washington in the final that year, and it was over as soon as that happened. And then Game 4 happened, and Nashville just dominated again, winning. Chicago had 3 goals the entire series by Dennis Rasmussen. Funny enough, Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane each had 1 goal, and I'm pretty sure only 6 or 7 players had points, including Panarin, Kruger, Panik. That's an interesting one. Panik and Panarin, as well as Anisimov. He was another one. Those 3 really good players when they were in Chicago. Anisimov, great center for third line center, second line center if he needed to be moved up. Was having 50-point seasons, almost 50-point seasons. Panik, although in 2016 didn't have the greatest season, 2017 had almost 50 points. Phenomenal for someone of his caliber. And then Panarin and Kane were just lighting it up. But in the playoffs, it all just disappeared. 3 goals the entire series, and a huge upset in a Nashville sweep of Chicago, which would probably, I would say, be one of the most embarrassing losses until Tampa was swept by Columbus. That pretty much erased the embarrassment of this, since Chicago did not win the President's Trophy. They only won the West. But other than that, that's really all I have to say. It's embarrassing overall. Going into next season is when the change hits and the playoff streak will come to an end. We'll go over it next time, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's later this week, we'll see. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching.